Hello, second grade. How are you? I'm excited to see you. I know we worked on some problems last week. Some of those problems had word problems, and some of them were naked. They were just an addition or a subtraction problem that we had to solve. Well, today we are going to be thick into word problems, and these word problems aren't super simple. They have some things that are going to try to trick us up, but we are too smart for them, aren't we? Yes, we are. Let's take a look at our learning target and then we're going to jump right in. I can solve word problems with more than one step. Are there any words in there that you say to yourself, that gives me some more information about what we're getting ready to do? Or is there a word in here that you say, I know that word. What do you think? Oh, yes, we know that word solve, don't we? That means we want to find the answer, right? We want to solve for the unknown or find that answer. I can solve word problems with more than one step. What else is in here that you'd say, Yes, so more than one step means different than we had last week, where there was just I had this much, I lost this much. Or I had this and they had this, how much more? Or I had this and I gave this away. Those are simple one-step problems. But we know in second grade that we can actually solve problems with more than one step. And that is our work today and tomorrow. More than one step. That means we are definitely going to have more than one symbol, more than one addition or a subtraction symbol. And we will probably have to solve for one unknown before we can solve the other. Tricky stuff, isn't it? And there are word problems. That means we're going to be able to use some clues, like a story, to help us solve these problems. So one thing, not even one thing, you guys know me by now. You know that when I am trying to solve word problems, I read it a couple times to you, and then I take the time to ask, and I want all of you to think about, what do I already know about this from this problem, and what am I trying to find out? Because in second grade, we also know that we have to write an equation to match the story. Now, in our one-step problems, that's one simple equation with a box for the unknown. With two-step problems, we can write one equation, or we might even break our equation up into two that we can use to help us solve it, and either of those can help match our story. So I want you to remember that. Remember, as you read this, be thinking about, what do I know and what am I trying to find out? Ready? Bailey and her mom had $50 for tickets to Lake Winnie. Bailey's ticket cost $12 and her mom's ticket cost $25. How much money will they have left? Read that to you one more time, and then we're going to think about, what do we know? What are we trying to find out? Bailey and her mom had $50 for tickets to Lake Winnie. Bailey's ticket cost $12 and her mom's ticket cost $25. How much money will they have left? Before we can solve for how much money they have left, we got to know some other things, don't we? Help me out, second grade. What do we know? All right, we know that they had $50 for tickets. What else do we know? Bailey's ticket cost $12. So can I ask you a question I'd be pondering? Is she going to be getting $12 more, or is she going to be spending $12? What else do we already know? Yes, mom's ticket cost $25. Again, I'm going to ask you, is that $25 more dollars, or are we giving that $25 away? How much money will they have left? So what are we trying to find out? Or what question are they asking us? Yes, how much money do they have left? After they spend money on Bailey's ticket and her mom's ticket. So take a few moments and I want you to write the equation or equations that you think are going to match this story. What did you start with? Why? Very good. So are you going to be putting a plus sign or a minus sign? Why are you putting a minus sign? I see two equations here. Tell me what you did first. Okay, and then what? So can you solve the second one before you solve the first one? Ooh, okay, friends, let's come together. I have two different equations that came up. Can I have you share yours? Remember, at home, you can always pause me and start me back up when you have an equation written. What did you have? 50. Why did you subtract 12? Okay, so that's Bailey's ticket. They spent that money, okay? And then what? Minus 25. Why minus 25? Okay, so that's Mom's ticket. All right, and then what? Equals are unknown. Okay, so we have our $50 that they had, minus 12, minus 25 to take away both of those ticket costs. And what does this box represent? The money they have left. All right, I'm seeing a few wiggle waggles. What about you guys at home? Okay, but you didn't write one equation. What did you do? Okay, so you wrote 50 minus 12 equals what? Box or line. Why did you draw a line? Okay. Okay, so let me restate that for some of you so you can hear it at home or around the room. This is not going to answer how much money they have left, is it? So this is not really where the box goes, is it? No, this is just that first part. So then what did you do? This minus 25 equals the unknown. Okay, so you're chunking it up into what's left after Bailey spends hers, and then once we know how much they have left after Bailey's, then they can take away Mom's, and that equals what they have left. Okay, who had two equations written something similar to that? All right, so let's take a minute or two, and I want you to take a moment and solve for this unknown. You can use any strategy you would like. Maybe you are using your equations. Maybe you're going to use base 10. Maybe a number line is a good tool for you. Take a few moments and go ahead and solve that. And I'm going to stop and ask some questions as we go, okay? What are you doing? What did you draw with your model here? Okay, and what did you have to do first? Why? Okay, because you had to take away some ones. There weren't any. All right, and now what are you going to do? Okay, with your number line, where are you starting on your number line? All right, starting at 50, and what are you taking away first? And then what? Why are you taking away a 10 and then a 2? Okay, so what are you going to do next? You have number line 2. What are you taking away? Taking away 10, then why are you taking away a 20? Take away those 10s first, okay. Oh, I'm looking at this equation. How are you decomposing these numbers? Why are you decomposing them into 10s and 1s? Okay. All right, friends, we're going to be wrapping up. Pencils down in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. Will you share with me what you did with your base 10 blocks? Give me a show of hands. Who used their base 10 blocks to help them think through this work? Some of us even had them in their hand, even used them in our hands before we drew them. That's a great tool to use, especially when we're still making sense of those 10s and those 1s. So when you did that, what did you start with? Okay, you started with 5 10s. Why 5 10s? Okay, because that made 50. All right, and then what did you do? You had to break that up right away, didn't you? Why did you have to break that up so quickly? Because you're going to have to take away 12, which has 2 ones. You didn't have any ones to begin with, did you? Okay, so what did you do after you regrouped that 10? Okay, so you took away a 10. And where'd that 10 come from? The 12, okay? And Bailey's ticket. And then what? 2 more, because those are your 2 ones. All right? And what did you have left when you saw that? You had 3 10s and 8 1s, okay? So if we were going to put an equation with that, what would that look like? 50 minus 12 equals 38, right? Because you have your 3 10s and your 8 1s. Okay. And then what did you do? You put some X's through 2 more 10s. Okay, why did you put X's through 2 more 10s? For Mom's ticket. And then what? X's through 5 1s. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And after you took away those 2 10s and those 5 1s, what did you have left? You had 1 10 and 3 1s. So if we're going back to that equation, you started with that 38. After you took the 12 away, you took away 25, and you had 13 left. Okay. How does this match our problem? Taking away 10s and 1s, took away 12 first, and 25. Who else did something similar? Okay, some of you did. What did you do yours differently? You took your 10s away and then you took your 1s away. So you took away 1 10 and 2 10s. And then you took away 7 1s from those 2 and those 5. Okay. All right. Number line. Tell me what you did on your number line. We're going to compare these 2 strategies in just a minute. All right. Where did you start on that number line? And why at 50? Because that's how much you started with, right? And why at this end? Because you are subtracting. Okay, so what did you do first when you were subtracting? You took away 10, and what did you land on? 40. And what place changed when you did that? Yes, 5 take away 1 equals 4, so that 10's place is changing. Then what did you do? Took away 2, and what did you land on when you took away 2? Okay, so 1 less was 39. 2 less was 38. But where else have we seen that 38? Right there, when we took away those 12 from those base 10, we saw that same thing, didn't we? All right, then what did you do? Why did you make a big jump of 20? Because 20 is in 25. And what did you land on? And what place changed? How did you know it was 18 and not 32? Because that 3, take away those 3 10s, take away 2 10s equals 1 10. You took no 1s away. Okay, so you're at 18, and what do you do next? And when you take away 5, what do you land on? How did you know that you were going to land on 13? Okay, because 8 take away 3, or 8 take away 5 equals 3. So you knew. Did your 10s place change? Just your 1s. Okay, so where is your 12 in this work that you took away? Where are Bailey's ticket? Where's Bailey's ticket cost? And where's Mom's? Very good. So where is the money that was taken away total? Very good. And that is $32 that we're taking away, right? Here's that 30. Not 32, 37, silly Miss Baker. Because how did I know? Yes, there's 7 right there that we crossed off, and we landed on 13. When you were solving this work, did you work off of 1 equation or 2 equations? The 2. So what did you put here in this blank? The 38. And what did you put here? The 38. And then you had 13 as your unknown. Let us share one more. I'm going to share our equation, and then we're going to talk about how these are similar and how they're different. So with our equations, what did we do? Okay, you took away 10. All right, and then you had 40. Started at 40. Took away 2, which was 38. Okay, so you're starting with the 50, taking away a 10, taking away the 1s. Okay, that's where your 12 is. All right, and then what did you do? Brought the 38 down, took away 20, landed on 18, okay? 18 down, took away 5, 13. So where's your 25 from Mom's ticket cost? Okay. So whether we're using our base 10, using our number line, or using our equations, what are we noticing, friends? Okay, so every one of them, they decompose their 10s, each number into 10s and 1s. 12 into 10 and 2. 25 into 2, 2 10s and 5 1s. Okay, so they crossed them off over here. Didn't really write, I mean, we wrote equations to match, but that wasn't part of their work. This friend, we kind of saw, you could see that stopping point, and then see the second stopping point. And this friend did the same thing here, didn't they? Taking away the 10, then to the 2, then the 20, then the 5. And they all got 13 as the unknown. Whether they wrote it in one big long equation, similar to how the base 10 block work was done, or breaking it up into those 2 equations. Do both of those equations match this work? They do, right? They both start with 50. They both take away 12 from Bailey's ticket. They both take away 25 from Mom's ticket. And they both have that 13 as the unknown because that's what was left. So how much money do Bailey and her mom have left to spend at Lake Winnie? They have $13 left to spend. All right, the second one I'm going to read to you, and then I'm going to give you some private think time. You're just going to have to pause me, though, to get that private think time. You feel free to resume me when you are done working and ready to work, or ready to share and listen. Let's go ahead and read this together, and then I'm going to give you some think time. Manny had 89 tickets to spend at Pinstrikes. Then he used 63 tickets to buy a prize. Later, he won 37 more tickets playing skee-ball. How many tickets does he have now? Manny had 89 tickets to spend at Pinstrikes. Then he used 63 tickets to buy a prize. Later, he won 37 more tickets playing skee-ball. How many tickets does he have now? Before I give you think time, let's talk about an equation that can match this. Go ahead and write it down. What do you think? Could be maybe 1 equation or 2, just like our ones from the first problem. All right, what do we have? The 1 equation, okay, started with 89, spent 63, got 37 more, right? What's the unknown? How many tickets does he have now? But what do we have for the 2 equations? 89, spends 63. What does he have left after he spends some? Then he takes that and he gets to add 37 more. And that is what that's where our unknown is going to come out. Okay, friends, as you are working, remember to ask yourself, where is the 89 tickets that he had to start? Where is the 63 that he used? And then where's the 37 that he got for playing skee-ball? And where's that unknown in your model? I don't care what strategy you use, but I do want you to make sure that you show your thinking and are able to explain it. You may go ahead and begin. Pause me, resume me when you are ready. Okay, second grade. I hope you paused me so that you got some private think time. Let's share our base 10 model for this. Where did you start? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, and then 9. Get a little happy drawing those dots. Okay, then what did you do? Took away 63. So how did that look when you took away 63? Okay, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. And then 1, 2, 3. Okay. And what did you have left? You had 20, what? 21, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 26 left over. So when you took that 63 away, you had 26 left. And then what did you do? You added 37. 10, 20, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then what did you do? Oh, okay, so you took your 6 and your 4, and that made 10. So you put that 10 down there, and what did you find? 30 and 40, 50, 60. And you have 3 ones over here, so what is that total? 63. So after you started at 20, after you had 26, you added 37, and you had 63 as your unknown. Seeing a few little wiggle waggles. Ooh. When you were doing your base 10, were you using the 2 different equations, or were you doing just the one solid equation? The one, okay, a lot like this one up here. Okay, our number line person, again, what did you use? The 2? Okay, and so when you did your 2, how did you show that on your number line? You had more than one number line. Okay, so talk to us about your more than one number line. What did your first number line look like? Okay, so you had your 89 down here, and what did you do with your after you had 89? Okay, big jump of 60. And why 60? You were taking away 63, okay? And so where did you land when you took away 63? 29. Because 8 take away 6 is 2, and 9 take away 0 is 9. Okay, and then what did you do? Okay, 2, 3. And what did you land on? Okay, that was 28. 27. Okay, so 26 is where you stopped there. Where else do we see that 26? There it is there. Okay, and you wrote it up here, 26. Then what did you do? Drew another number line, and this time where did you start? 26. Okay, and then what did you do? Big jump of 30, okay. And where'd you land? 56, okay, and then what? Why'd you jump 4? Got you to 60, okay, and then what did you do? And why 3 more? Okay, because 4 and 3 makes 7. So you were decomposing that 7 to make that easier to add. Gotcha. So you're really making that 30, and then you're going to add those extras. Okay. So you're really breaking that up. I love it. Okay. So here's your 7, and here's your 30. And where did you land? 63. So I had that here too, but that's really saying if that was 50, then 4 more is 60. Adding those the 2 and the 3 together first. Okay, 63 is the answer. 63 tickets that he has now after he lost some and he got some more. I'm really interested in seeing how we are writing these how we're using equations to write this work. But I'm going to hold off on doing that right now because I think that it can get a little confusing when we're adding and subtracting. Tomorrow we're going to do more of this work, but today we did minus minus and minus plus, and our result was unknown both times. But we know that we've been doing other work in second grade, so this review will be super helpful. Tomorrow we're going to see an unknown in a different spot and have some new challenges to take on. I'll see you tomorrow. Happy solving!